Blog Talk Radio.
You're now tuned into all viral access media. You dig?
All right, peace to the people that's gonna come in here now. I want to say please share and please subscribe. All right, so we're gonna get into this real quick. I'm gonna wait for the build up. All right, should I play this first? You know what? I'll play that. I think I'll play that last. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, so peace to the family. Just gonna wait for the build up. Alright. So let me share that I'm on real quick. And please, if y'all don't mind, can y'all please share that I'm on? Please share. And get those likes up too. Right. All right. So I said, why not just, I actually thought about it driving back home, and Kay hit me up and said you should do the live stream. I'm like, I was just thinking that, so I said, let the people interact afterwards, and we all engage in this, as if we all interviewing him at the same time. So, all right. So I don't want to take too long to start playing the interview. So let me just see how many in here. All right. Well, I guess I'll stick with that for right now. So for those who missed out, only thing you have to do is just rewind. All right. So I'll do that. Matter of fact, this is what I'll do. I will play his update first, and then we'll go to the interview. All right. All right. Let's go into this first.
This is definitely a Nipsey Hussle Getaway driver update. For those that follow me on Facebook, I'm pretty sure you've seen the story on my page where it says Nagi Ali claims to have information on the getaway driver. First and foremost, I don't claim to have anything. I have it. And my witness just finished giving his interview and testimony to the detectives who were covering the Nipsey Hussle's case, Nipsey's murder. He just finished giving testimony that the getaway driver, who I won't say her name, but we know her name, we know where she stays, and other vital information. We're not going to do that because we're not going to put, her life in jeopardy or at risk, even though she had no concern about others' lives. We're going to be the bigger person than that. But we know her name, and the street knows her name. But more importantly, he provided paperwork confirming that her name is indeed what it is. He has knowledge that she did indeed know she was going to commit a murder of an innocent person. And at the end of the day, we are asking that DA Jackie Lacey withdraw her immunity deal. We feel that anyone, and I'll say that anyone, because someone actually inboxed me and asked why I was pushing so hard to have her arrested, the getaway driver. Okay, use your damn common sense. Anyone that is responsible for helping kill someone should be locked up and taken off the streets. So at the end of the day, it's about standing up for justice, and certainly if Nipsey was your family member, you would want to make sure that anyone that has something to do with his murder be brought to justice and held accountable appropriately for what they did. So that's all, I'm doing. And those that truly care about Nipsey, we want justice, not partial justice, but total justice. Because I said from the very beginning, had they shot and killed Justin Timberlake, everyone in that car would have been arrested and thrown up under the jail. So how can you, be the getaway driver and, not be held accountable, especially if you knew that the person you were driving was going to go kill someone. So that's why, we wanted to make sure that we gave testimony, to the detectives of what really happened. My witness has the information as well as the paperwork, documenting that, and turned it over to the Southborough homicide detectives investigating Nipsey's murder by Eric Holder, and we'll see what goes on from there. But DA Jackie Lacey never should have granted the getaway driver immunity. I said from the very beginning that it was inappropriate, it was wrong, and it was not needed because we already had two other witnesses. Kerry Lathan, another man that Eric Holder shot when he murdered Nipsey. Those were two witnesses that could have been used. We also have videotape of Eric Holder running from the murder scene through the alley. So we have all this evidence, so why grant immunity to someone who was not needed as a witness? Like I said, this partial justice. Nipsey deserves total justice, and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not backing down from nobody. At the end of the day, Nipsey once said, if they kill him, y'all better ride for me. Well, Nipsey, Nagi Ali, I'm still riding for you, homie. And I'm going to keep saying it. The getaway driver was just as guilty in the role that she had, in your execution, your assassination. And I'm just grateful that, someone had the courage and the conviction to come forward today and meet me here and give testimony to the LAPD homicide detectives. So this is Nagi Ali, signing off from Southborough, and everything I've said so far has been proven true. From the property being gated up to everything else as far as Nipsey not being under LAPD investigation, but those around him and close to him were always a target of investigation, but it was never Nipsey. Those who read the LA Times article yesterday can read for themselves. That was confirmed also. So what I'm saying here now, is true also. The getaway driver was just as guilty, and thank God we had a witness, who come forward that knows knowledge and gave it to the detectives. We'll see what happens from there. So, okay, family, the marathon continues.
All right, so now what I'm going to do right now, I am going to play the interview that we done. I just waited for a little build up. So here we go. This is the interview that we did earlier today. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. I will take some calls after this and get some feedback and stuff like that, all right? So let's get it. Peace, everybody. Welcome back to All Viral Access Media. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and click that bell for more notification. I have an activist out of LA, and he goes by the name of Nagi Ali. And I seen his video when he did a video on the police that they was not investigating him, but only the strip mall and the activities that goes on around there. So I have the pleasure of having him here now. So with no further ado, the activist, Nagi Ali. What's going on, brother? How you?
Hey, brother. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be a guest on your show, talking about our fallen and beloved brother, Nipsey Hussle.
All right, no problem. All right, let me know if y'all can hear it. Please press 1 if y'all can hear it real good. We're gonna jump right into it. So, what got you into activism, and where you originally from? Let's start there first.
Well, born and raised in Gary, Indiana, home of Michael Jackson and the Jacksons, but I've actually, lived in South Central LA since 1981. So South Central LA, has been home the last 40 years for me. And at the end of the day, I became an activist because someone who I loved and admired, Malcolm X, he said that things won't get better in your neighborhood until you make them better.
That's
So
right.
I took that to heart and began to, organizing my community around gang violence to police reform.
Shout out and rest in peace to the ancestor Malik El Shabazz, aka Malcolm X. That's really somebody I look up to. What organization you align yourself with or you a part of?
Well, my group in LA is called Project Islamic Hope. Hope stands for helping oppressed people everywhere, and we help everyone. Doesn't matter what religion, what race you are. It's about helping the people who need it the most. But I'm also a member of the LA NAACP, and I'm a supporter of several other grassroots organizations. So at the end of the day, we try to work with everybody.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. So let's jump right into it. What are your thoughts on the Nipsey Hussle's case?
That it's a true tragedy. Nipsey Hussle for South Central LA wasn't just a rapper, a hip hop artist. He was someone who was a philanthropist, a business person, an activist, someone who put his money where his mouth was, someone who was a gentrification fighter, someone who tried to revitalize, his neighborhood and our community, someone who gave back and helped others who needed a job, from some of his, former gang member homies to those who had just got out of prison. He was someone who was certainly a pillar and an icon in our community. So for us, at the end of the day, Nipsey wasn't just a rapper. He was bigger than that.
That's right. Absolutely. And you said on your recent video that you spoke to someone in law enforcement that the police weren't investigating Nipsey, but now added that they were investigating the activity around the strip mall, not necessarily Nipsey Hussle. How further you could go into that, because at the end of the day, we do know, and he said on a few occasions in his brother that they were trying to get him up out of there, and he went through hell and back dealing with trying to purchase that mall and be there. So what's your thoughts?
Oh, without question. That's documented. But at the end of the day, and that's why I've always said, listen to what I'm saying real carefully. And the fact is, the truth is out now. There's been a newspaper article verifying what I'm saying. The LA Times wrote an article yesterday. You can get that on my page, or you can just go to latimes.com and just Google Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was never under any criminal investigation. So he was never under any criminal investigation. Nipsey was a pillar of the community. But those around him, that area was under criminal investigation. And at the end of the day, anyone that knows that area knows that it's a, area that has, gang members
activities
around it.
Right.
Nipsey was a former gang member, rolling 60s, neighborhood Crips. So that strip mall that Nipsey ended up, purchasing with his business partner and others was always, a neighborhood 60s, hangout. Since Nipsey was executed, we've had, unfortunately, tourists come to pay their respects, but they've been robbed. Someone was actually killed there last month at the Shell gas station, which is actually maybe 30, 40, 50 feet away. So it was a area that had some problems in it due to the area that was in.
I heard about that. So that's actually true. So the tourists that was going in to pay homage and respect, they were getting robbed, and someone eventually got murdered. A tourist eventually wound up getting.
Well, someone got murdered definitely at the Shell gas station. We actually met with the Chief Scott of the LAPD South Bureau concerning that. That's no secret. Okay. But certainly, people who came down there, and I guess they were viewed as outsiders for those who lived there. Some people got manhandled. There were complaints from residents that tourists were coming, double parking, in the driveways, blocking traffic, and just, being disruptive. So there were some issues down there, which is why the LAPD, along with the city attorney's office, wanted more fencing, more lighting in that area because it was a safety concern.
Okay. All right, now, David Gross was getting letters from the city attorney. What do you say to that? Have you seen that post when
oh yeah.
Okay.
I read the whole article he posted on his Instagram account.
That's right.
Everyone's read the letter, and the letter is actually true, except for there was one sentence in there that he put in there that was I would say disingenuous, and we took exception to, and that was Nipsey Hussle being harassed and investigated, because as I said previously, Nipsey was never under a criminal investigation, but certainly those around him were being investigated. In fact, it's public knowledge that the LAPD raided Nipsey's grandmother's home in October of 2018, but they had nothing to do with Nipsey at all. It had everything to do with a family member of his who was arrested by the LAPD and eventually was released, and no charges were filed against that family member. So as I stated, certainly there was LAPD activity around Nipsey's associates, but Nipsey was never the target of an LAPD investigation.
Okay. Now the Gates is up now. Some say it's due to them building the tower in Nipsey's legacy, and I just finished doing a live where the Cochran firm put up a statement that Black Sam has said that, and basically in a nutshell, that they are going to build that tower in his legacy. But some say they building the tower, and some say that because he owed over, I think, $70 or $17 in like property tax or whatever, something like that. But what would be? I know that's kind of loaded, but what is your thoughts due to them building that tower, and why the Gates is up around there? What, since you're around there, you would know more intel of what and why those Gates is up.
Well, I was down there yesterday, so at the end of the day, it's what Black Sam says. Is what Nipsey's girlfriend, Lauren Lennon, posted on her Instagram account. A Nipsey Towers is going to be built there on that property. It's going to be, I think, a mixed land use development with apartment buildings and stores at the bottom on the first floor. Right. So obviously, before they start construction, they put the gate up before they start, tearing things down, and that's like not uncommon with any
but it makes sense.
That's about to be built.
Right, that's what they do before they start construction. They close off the perimeter, put the gates up, so you know what I'm saying. So they could do their work and keep people from going in or trespassing at that point. So it actually makes sense. Sometimes, I'm pretty sure you heard the saying, "Common sense is not common anymore," right? So sometimes,
well, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I have, and at the end of the day, we just have to stop sometimes and stop with these conspiracy theories and just use common sense. At the end of the day, that property is going to be redeveloped, and that's what they're in the pre-stages of doing. That's why the fencing is up.
Right. I think I will save that question for last. All right, but when you did that video in front of the in the parking lot or whatever by the strip mall, that you spoke about the cops not investigating them, but you also added, goddammit, pardon me, Elder, my mouth is kind of crazy, so excuse me, but you, from what I'm listening, because I'm attentive to words, did you mention the name of the getaway driver? Did that slip up? Because I try to get the name, but I can't get it. Like, I can't, and I listened to it so many times to get it, but what?
Well, I mean, the street put her name out there from the very beginning, saying her name was Ebony Berry, the female getaway driver.
Ebony Berry, okay.
Yeah, but I made a decision, just as a black man, I didn't want to put her out there like that, even though she was responsible for helping Nipsey's assassinator escape justice. I wanted to be bigger than that as a black man and not stoop to their level. Right. And that's why if I did say her name, it wasn't intentional.
Right. It didn't sound intentional. It didn't sound intentional at all.
But the reality of it is, everybody in South Central LA, they know what her name is.
Right.
And it's been on all our social media accounts, from day one.
All right. Now, there's a witness, because I just finished reading that article, the Euroweb article where it says that you have a witness that's willing to testify that the getaway driver was in fact aware of the premeditated murder of Nipsey. Would you like to, basically, let's talk about that?
Well, yeah, in fact, we're Facebook friends now, so go to my page. Once we're done at your convenience, you'll see a new video I just posted after we left the police station. So the witness met me down there and did indeed give his testimony to the LAPD homicide detectives who are investigating Nipsey's execution. He spoke to them and stated that the getaway female driver indicated she did know a murder was going to occur. She did not want Eric Holder, who is her boyfriend, who she's pregnant by, to do the drive-by shooting in her car, which is why he got out the car and she drove right around the alley and waited for him. Now keep in mind, and this is facts, Eric Holder shot off at least 10 rounds. So who waits in the alley after hearing 10 gunshots and doesn't drive off, but waits for the person who's running to the car with a gun in his hand? It's common sense. Also, she knew that a murder was about to happen. And I'm just grateful that someone had the courage and conviction to call me and ask me to help mediate the conversation with this witness who came forward and the LAPD detective this afternoon, which I did accomplish.
So he's wanted to testify in everything to make sure she's held accountable, and she should. Forget that. She should be held accountable, because even in the transcript, she done lied. Like, she ain't never see the 60s tattoo when he had no shirt on. No, I wasn't looking. I even went over the transcripts. She's full of it. So at the end of the day, this is to make sure that that immunity gets lifted or retracted, right? Because once it's granted immunity, you can't. It's almost like double jeopardy, right? So they can't retract that, or it stays where it is.
No, they can retract it and withdraw immunity because the court proceedings are still going on. Eric Holder has not faced his day in court yet. So what we're saying is we want the immunity deal lifted because we do know now, based on the witness coming forward, we have new evidence, new information that should be taken into account by the DA's office. The reality of it is she never should have been granted immunity because we didn't need her to be a witness against Holder. The two people that Eric Holder shot could be the witnesses, or were the witnesses. We have videotape of Holder running with the guns from the murder scene to the car. So why do we need her to be a witness? We didn't need her to be a witness to begin with. Right. At the end of the day, had Justin Timberlake been shot and murdered, everybody in that car would be under the jail. That's so right. Nipsey deserves total justice, not partial justice.
Now, as we know in the transcripts, there's a lot of cameras, angles that has not been presented to the public. Only that gas station that's across from the strip mall. We know that, at least Cowboy said that even though that's the first smart store in the world, but the cameras is not working. So there's no footage from the actual inside of the marathon or outside of the marathon. So the question I'm trying to ask you, at some point, someone said when he was walking up, it kind of looked like it, but I kind of felt like maybe nah. But anyway, as Shitty Cuz or Eric Holder was walking up, a guy got out the car and they kind of met up at one point, and it almost looked like his left hand handed him a gun, and then he went straight to Nipsey and did what he did. Have you came across that theory?
I saw, I think, a video angle of that early on, where there was it appeared, a man standing by a car who Holder walks by. So I saw that on the internet immediately, maybe a few days after Nipsey's execution, and that was a theory that's out there that someone did hand Holder a gun. So at the end of the day, I'm not positive, I'm not sure, but one thing I do know for sure, Eric Holder murdered Nipsey Hussle, and the getaway driver was aware of that and to be held accountable. So if nothing else, both those two should be locked up in jail forever.
All right, I got just a couple more. I got like 4 more, and that's it, or 5. Is it safe to say that because she said in the transcripts that she only seen one gun and he had his shirt off? So if he had 2 guns, such as a revolver, she seen one gun, which is the black gun, a 9mm. If you sitting down in the car and you got a gun in your front or back pocket, or especially your front pocket, you have a revolver, you'll be able to see the imprint in your pants, or you'll be able to see the handle on your waist. So where did that other gun come from? So that's kind of one of my questions. I mean, you don't have to answer that, but that was kind of a random thought that came to my mind when you said that. So so if anything, the witness is well aware that he was going to kill somebody, but did she know specifically he was going to kill Nipsey? Now that's the thing, because it's saying that she knew he was going to kill somebody, but is it a fact that she knew he was going to kill Nipsey?
Well, according to the witness who gave his testimony to the detectives today, he stated that she did not believe that Nipsey was the murder target per se. And honestly, I would tend to believe that part only because, and the photos are out there, she took a selfie with Nipsey.
Right.
So I'm thinking to myself, well, who takes a selfie with someone if you know you're about to help murder that person? So that didn't add up. But the one thing that the witness came forward today and said that she knew that Eric Holder was going to kill someone, and that's why we're asking that the immunity deal be lifted. Because at the end of the day, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Say that she did not know Nipsey was the target. She still knew that an innocent human being was going to be murdered.
That's right.
So that's grounds enough with this new information and this new witness coming forward to have that immunity deal lifted and stripped away from her, because at the end of the day, she's still a co-conspirator to an innocent human being being murdered, which means she has the capability of doing it again. We can't have murderers, walking amongst us, because
that's right.
Who, what black man, black woman, or black child is going to be next at her with her help?
Yep. All right. Okay, now I don't know if you aware, but probably is, but Nip name is not on any of the documents as far as owning the property, joint ventures with Dave Gross, except for the store. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, that's something that I did hear about, and obviously, I'm a little bit business savvy, but I have some concerns about that, because they're putting it out there like Nipsey was an owner, part owner, but if your name was not on any of the LLC property, then you're not the owner.
Absolutely not.
So, for me as an activist, that's not my business, so I'm gonna stay out of that. I think Black Sam and Nipsey's family need to, talk about that piece themselves, and work, and figure it out. So at the end of the day, I'm just leaving that piece alone. But I did find it odd once I learned that information.
And just to add on briefly, that area is a tax advantage opportunity zone. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay. Now they building a rail system over there that's going to bring big profits, just new people and stuff like that, more money, revenue to that area. big wigs only know how valuable that'll be. So do you think that they did not want David or Nipsey to prosper from that, knowing that's generational wealth? Because that is generational wealth, and we just finished speaking about it. If he's not on any of those documents, and it's just Dave Gross, I will hope that Nipsey and Black Sam have a separate contract signed and notarized with all of their signatures with Dave Gross, that he will have a share in this tower or something connected to it. Because now they will only just give money to, to the family, and that's it. But he walk away with profits, and then after 10 years, after having that tower in that tax in that zone, you don't have to pay the federal government no money, so all profits comes to you. That's generational wealth, starting from the grassroots. So I don't know. It's really kind of effed up, man. I will hope Black Sam and them find a way to get a share in there, or so it's just not looking good. It just feels weird. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if you want to chime in. You don't have to. Trust me. You're an activist. You know what I mean. I don't know. You don't have to chime in on it if you don't want.
No, well,
what was your thoughts?
As an activist that fights for civil rights and social justice, Nipsey's murder and everything associated with that is our fighting for justice. But when it comes to the business aspects of what's going on, that's not my business. Okay. I think that Black Sam and Nipsey Hussle's family, they need to, work that out amongst the lawyers, business partners, and everything else. So I'm going to stay in my lane and just keep fighting for justice for Nipsey.
All right. 2 questions. We done. What is your overall thoughts on this whole case? Like, overall, however short or long you want to express it or answer it.
I mean, at the end of the day, Nipsey Hussle did everything that Black people have, from Black celebrities and those who have money, influence, and power, is to come back to the community and give back. But unfortunately, Nipsey did everything that we asked and even more. And unfortunately, that's what cost him his life. So for us, it's a tragedy that will take our community decades to overcome. Because, South Central, young Black boys and girls, we don't have too many heroes and role models. But Nipsey is actually someone who had street credibility, being a Rolling 60s Crip gang member. Mm-hmm. He was a legitimate, Rolling 60s. But he was also bigger than that. He had transcended himself to be a Grammy-nominated hip-hop artist, mm-hmm. a philanthropist, business person, activist.
Right.
And he was someone that children could actually walk up to and talk to. So Nipsey, was loved tremendously, by our neighborhood, our city, and what we didn't know, across the nation.
That's right. You touch everybody, man. Now, alright. Now, if the police wanted to shut him down and kick him out of the store in that strip mall, but the property owner sold it to them, wouldn't that be a slap in the face to them? It would be a slap in the face. Now, they've been trying to get them out of there for a long time. Mm-hmm. And now they got it. And now by the property. So, evidently, the LAPD is going to be mad. City officials. And we know it's been known how corrupt that police system is. We know how corrupt it can be. Now.
Yeah, but just for clarity, and when you look at David Gross's letter on Instagram he posted, and I just know from being here and talking to the chief of police and police officials, it's not the police per se, it's the city attorney. When you read the letter, it tells you the city attorney's doing this, the city attorney's doing that. The police just enforce the law. So, because I had questions to the chief and everybody else, at the end of the day, it's the city attorney who's pushing for a nuisance and a abatement. The police can only enforce the laws. So we have to focus our attention on who David Gross's focus his attention on, and that's the city attorney.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, how would the city attorney get that information if the police is not giving it to them? So it's not like the city attorney is sitting there and just scouting out areas. It's the police that's scouting out, and certain people is sending these letters to the city attorney for the attorney to do the job. So the city attorney is not out there on the beat. So evidently they got it from law enforcement to help further get them out of there, because they can't just go up there and shoot them up, bang, 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 bang. So let's use what they have in their arm's reach.
That's why in LA, the city attorney and the LAPD, are two different agencies, but they work hand in hand. And that's why I said earlier that the city attorney and the LAPD had that whole area under investigation. But Nipsey Hussle, the individual, was never the target of the investigation, but his business partners, family members, and those close to him were. That's just a fact.
All right, now last random question: is anybody out there? Is there any other names that the hood may be whispering about that could have been involved as well, besides Eric Holder, or who could have put the battery in his back to, do what he done? And that'll be all.
For me, just going on Google and typing in Nipsey Hussle and reading everything and watching YouTube videos and everything else, you have a lot of conspiracy theories out there, ranging from he was murdered because of his ties to Dr. Sabi and this, movie he's about to make with him, to others saying that they want to steal the property. But at the end of the day, I don't deal with rumors and gossip and innuendos. I deal with truth and facts. And the facts are that Nipsey Hussle was murdered by Eric Holder, and the getaway driver, who drove him away, Ebony Berry, to be held accountable as well. And that's just my total focus is on that. I can't do anything else about anything else concerning the property, or anything else that people are talking about. I'm staying focused.
Okay, well, Mr. Nagi Ali, man, it was a pleasure, and I definitely appreciate you, returning my call and my message and making this happen, because you ain't have to. You could have said you're busy, and I would have understood that. So, I definitely appreciate you giving me your time. So I want to thank you.
No, thank you. And honestly, I'm busy, but I thank you, for giving Nipsey and those that love him a platform with your audience. So at the end of the day, it's about getting accurate information out there for those who truly love Nipsey. Not gossip, what people think may have happened or what's going on, but you're getting information straight right here from South Central LA. I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground. I knew Nipsey. Responsible for getting the street name in his memory.
Word? For real? Yeah. Oh, wow. You should have said it.
I told you. All you had to do was Google Nagi Ali and Nipsey Hussle at the same time, and the articles come up. But yeah, so at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about our community and making sure Nipsey's legacy will always be remembered, and our children in South Central LA can have a role model they look up to. Every time they pass Lawson and Crenshaw, they'll look up and see Nipsey Hussle.
That's dope, man.
So thank you.
Thank you too, man. We love you, Nipsey. Rest in peace. All right, and peace, Nagi Ali. I appreciate you, man. Have a blessed one.
All right, peace.
Okay. Welcome back to All Viral Access Media, and thank y'all for tuning in. So the phone lines is open. We're gonna jump right into it, man. So I appreciate y'all call. Thank y'all for tuning in. And if y'all would like to leave a donation as well, that'll be great too. Thank you. That'll be great for the work. But at the end of the day, it's 914-205-5534. You didn't ask him about Big U. I mean, at the end of the day, I already knew he would have deflect. I already had that question in mind. But I'm very skillful at what I do, and I play off how people answer me and know if they going to deflect, in which he kind of have. He did a great interview, but I even I did the research on him, and I seen some bad news on him too, but I wasn't gonna bring that to the table. It's been said, you know, he was in jail for hurting somebody, you know, that he messed with, went to jail, then he got kicked out of the organization, and then they called him a double agent, a whole bunch of shit. So I could have asked him a whole bunch of crazy shit, but I choose not to. So before I even spoke to him, I was already prepared for maybe a slight deflection. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I know what I'm doing, man. I've been doing this for too long not to know. Even if I asked it, the answer would never been the answer that you would have been comfortable with. You'd have been like, yeah, he lying. So come on, family. I already know. I've been doing this for too long, fam. But I want to see if anybody have any thoughts on this. Please call in 914-205-5534. If not, I will tune out. But this was a good. I enjoyed the interview. If y'all enjoyed the interview, please press 1. Please press 1. And at the end of the day, could he have been, because he messed with the city officials and the police and this, that, and the third, you know, could he have been the person to say that, hey, you know, they really wasn't investigating Nipsey Hussle. They was only investigating the activities that's going on in the strip mall. Was he told to say that? That's what I'm saying. You have to look at things from both situations. I'm not saying that's what it is, but we can't leave stuff off the table. Everything applies. So, believe me, I checked some credentials before I even asked or written down any questions. So, I pretty much had a feeling that certain questions will be avoided or touched on very lightly, as you saw in some points. But he did have some good information to say. So, you know, so I'm just glad y'all was able to enjoy it and watch it, you know, and I wanted to see what's up with the people and what's y'all thoughts. And I don't want to make this live linger too much and it go to the left, you know what I mean? So I want to get y'all thoughts on this, then I'm gonna get the hell up out of here. So you're right, all in one time is gonna come out, you know what I'm saying? So any thoughts, if you have any, please give a call, 914-205-5534. all right? So if not, I'm just gonna give a little 5 minutes, then I'm just gonna close out. But I will be interviewing Brian Glaze Gibbs tomorrow. You know, I'm supposed to be interviewing Jojo Capone, but I'm waiting on him. But I'm not gonna hound people, you know what I mean? And I say that respectfully because he a cool dude. But I've been waiting for that response back, you know, and it's a few more. But at the end of the day, man, rest in peace, Nipsey. And we all gonna feel how we feel on a Nipsey Hussle situation. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's always going to look at it from a different point of view, from your own perspective. And that's just how life is. We have to understand something. This is the way life is. I could tell you something right now that maybe the whole world may know about. And I will give you my side of the story as keeping it a buck. It's always going to be 1, 2, 3, or 4 people who's going to disagree or say, oh, you're lying. Knowing I know I'm speaking my truth. So regardless of what's been said, how things come off, or what the story portrays things to be, it's always going to be people who's going to not believe. That's just how the law of the universe works. So we just have to understand that. So I'm used to it. And everybody's always entitled to their opinion. 510, what's your thoughts, family?
What's going on, brother?
I'm good, fam. What's up?
What you doing, bro?
Thank you. I hope everybody else appreciate it. Peace.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you some cash too. Bet that, bro. So
right.
check this out, though, man. Yeah, he really didn't give us too much more information, but I appreciate him coming on. It seemed like he was responding to the outcry of people asking for an update. Hey, listen, I wish you could get either Tariq Nasheed or either Riza Islam because they were ones that were really piping up when this thing first happened. And since then, they have been nowhere on the scene. But for somebody who had that much interest and that much lung in the beginning, and now that things done went kind of blurry, they should be still on, just even at the least providing us information about the case or what's going on. So they have been nowhere. They have been lost, and it's not lost on us out here watching that these two brothers, if you could question them, man.
I mean, I've been trying to get Tariq Nasheed on the show. I done DM'd them and all that stuff, but again, I'm a person. I understand that people have their own life. I understand that he's a big figure and he may be getting a whole lot of DMs and this, that, and the third, and maybe he just not haven't seen it. But me personally, I'm a person. I don't sweat niggas. I'm not one of those niggas that, please man, come on my show. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm sorry if this may come off as arrogant, but I done reached out numerous of times. I don't sweat niggas. People, period.
Right.
So, but what's his name? Rizzy, the Muslim brother, the Muslim young brother. He's a very articulate dude. I would love to interview that dude if I could get in touch.
Right. But I appreciate what you're doing, man. Keep it up with all that you're doing, man. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Peace. Yes, and RZA was one of the first ones on the scene to set off the narrative, and then Tariq Nasheed was there as well, set off the narrative. But those same narratives that came out of their mouth, the thoughts was already there in the other people's minds. So it was just like we are all in sync with the same thoughts, plain and simple. That's just how it works. 843, peace. Thank you for calling in. What's up? Area code.
Hello. I just wanted to call in, but I'm calling from Charleston.
Okay.
I just wanted to call in. You guys pretty much have hit on all of the focus points that I wanted to talk about, so I really don't have anything to say, which is good. But I do find this really peculiar. This is a very odd and peculiar situation, and a lot of the people that have been at the forefront initially are in the background right now, and it's more than likely for a real reason. I mean, we could all see that we are at war, so the fact that we're at war in whatever shape, size, form it may be right now, that's what's going on. So I think we all should just stay aware and awoke and just be aware of our surroundings, when we are wherever we are at all times. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. And I appreciate you. You always do an awesome job. You're very thorough. And once again, calling in from Charleston.
Thank you for your call, sweetie. Appreciate it.
Good night.
Good night. Now, somebody said something in there that RZA and Tariq was questioned about trying to start a gang war with the 40s and 60s. I never knew that, I never heard about it. So that's something that maybe y'all can basically, I guess, talk about. Peace. This 773. You kept hanging up and calling it back. What's up?
Oh yeah, what's going on?
What's going on? What's up? Who's speaking?
I didn't know I was. I was calling. I seen the conversation you had with old boy, and I heard the other conversation.
Okay.
I was driving from work. I just want to touch tone on some things. Like, first and foremost, when somebody that you've been following for a while dies, and you had a similar type of lifestyle, where you change your lifestyle. I didn't have the talent he had, so it was things I couldn't do. So it kind of affected me a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So listening to some of the things that was said, certain things I can't touch on because I'm a little tired, but I'm not that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? was interested in that situation and took some of the energy to find out what I felt I could find out. Not standing over there and not being from over there is totally a different scenario. But speaking about something that's true or false is a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I can't sit up there and say that I was in any office with them guys. You know what I'm saying? But the issue with a lot of us is we don't care enough unless it happened to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, they got us like, well, we look at things like, okay, if it's this my son, that's my friend or my cousin. When, as a result of that, we can't never get shit done. We never can get shit done. We fight amongst one another. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you get old enough, you start looking at things a little different. If you're intelligent enough.
Right.
You know?
Right. Nah, I definitely understand.
Too much to say, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I just want to touch tone on that, you know? I mean, because, everybody gang bang if you was in a gang. So that don't really mean nothing.
Right.
You know?
Right. But hey, man, shout out to Chi-Town, man. I definitely appreciate your call, King. Thank you.
All right.
All right, peace. 310, what's up? Yo.
What's good, man? I was the dude that's in your comment.
Yo, y'all is crazy.
I'm gonna share
y'all is crazy.
No, I'm gonna share some light on some subjects, and y'all can do y'all research. And these are facts. A lot of people don't know that Nip had a second store that was burned down. That he was trying to have a homie Cobby Supreme run. When he opened up that store, it was burned down like a couple of days after he changed the name from the Marathon store. The police investigated. They found no foul play. Nip already knew what it was. They didn't want him in that location. As far as Tariq and RZA, they got checked. RZA, when he went to live, he stated, y'all can go back and look at the video, he said it was a gang war between the 40s and the 60s, which it wasn't. Them two gangs used to be very, very close. You know, they had their little issues over the years, and they were trying to bring it together. That mistake that he did right there damn near cost a couple people their lives. Tariq did the same thing, but he took that video down. You're not going to hear neither one of them dudes speak on that situation before, again, because of how close shit that they caused behind that. As far as people saying, why isn't Big U being checked? Because everybody from that hood know Big U didn't have anything to do with it. That's some made up YouTube stupid shit that people that's not from that area or don't even know how that gang operates is speaking. If they felt you had anything to do with it, that gang is not afraid to knock down their own. As far as, the situation is, let it play out, because people from here knew what happened like 15 minutes after it happened. The internet ran off with their different narratives. Cool, respect that. That one caller that y'all had earlier that said he was from 60s, and I kept on asking you what section, because you ain't gonna get no real 6'0" dude to get on the internet and talk about no subject like that. All of them is being hush-hush.
But I already did,
that's
though.
Why I was asking you to ask.
But I already
that's
did.
Why I was asking you to ask him what. That's why I was asking you to ask him what section he from. So it's just like let that shit play out. The stuff that people around that area is having a problem with is people that's coming from out of town that think that they know something, that's going up to these real dudes and asking them weird ass shit and getting beat up, and it's causing more heat in that area, and that's why you got that police presence, and that's why they closing down like the alleyways and shit like that, because they got weird ass niggas on the internet pumping these dudes to go ask these stupid ass questions, and then when they go over there and they get beat up, it's just like then they wonder what's going on.
Well, two questions. If you said they was questioned, that's number one. Or pressed. How was they pressed? Like, are you just getting information from the internet or people around there?
No,
Because
I'm no first-hand experience because I've been up there several times. I'm familiar with the game. You know, my ties run deep with them. They're not coming up there just asking stupid ass questions. They, you know, a couple of individuals that they came up there and asked, you know, Cowboy about the situation. They've asked local dudes that's over there. And one thing that y'all got to understand, when y'all go up there, if y'all haven't been up there, or it's just not the 6-0s that's up there. There's other gangs that's cool with them. So when they just sitting there asking questions to these random people, you putting your life in danger. Not only is like that area is hot with police going on, it's like a gang war going on. So it's just like there's so much going over there, and it's like if people sit there and say that they respect Nip, that they do, y'all making that area hot.
Right.
And y'all making the police justified to go over there and do the shit that they doing right now. Cause niggas over there, outside of the people that's from the hood that walk over there, you're not about to go over there and just see niggas just hanging out like that. Not no more.
I'll say I understand where you coming from. Only thing I'm saying is at the end of the day, when I listen to when people talk, because again, I'm very attentive to words, and hopefully that don't rub nobody by me just saying that, but I am. But by you saying them being pressed, you still gave me no concrete evidence that RZA or Tariq Nasheed was even pressed. Period.
As far as I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is you could go back and look at the video, right? I'm telling you, go back to Tariq. Well, you can't go to Tariq because he deleted, but go back to RZA. The first thing that he came up in there and said that there's a gang war between the 60s and the 40s. He don't understand that a lot of people from the hood watches his shit. So when he went out there and said that shit, the next day when he was down there, he got stepped to by a handful of dudes right before they had that little gang meeting, so to speak. And you won't ever hear him talk about that situation because he got talked to. Same way with Tariq. Let's just say he got talked to.
Okay.
To spreading misinformation.
And that could probably be true. Now I don't know. I just, I won't say I believe you. I just take your word for it. Until then.
No, I don't. You don't have to. I'm just telling the people like that may, be in your chat that want to go up there and do this shit like that. I'm just saying because, like, right after it happened, it was that particular action was happening a lot, and it's just like, if you want to run with the conspiracies, cool, but when you step outside of that box and then you're going down there questioning people, I'm telling you that y'all playing with y'all life. Now, if you keeping it on the internet and doing all that, that's cool. That's what I'm talking about.
Nah, and that's understandable. So, and I know it don't be people from my shit going over there asking people, but I understand your general thoughts on the subject. So I understand. So if anything, I'll say thank you for your call. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Good looking.
Peace. Peace. Now he kind of sound like RZA a little bit, but you can hear the distinction that it is, and plus he's calling from another area code, and hey, you can always use a different area code if you're using a phone app. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm gonna take a few more calls, then I'm out. Area code 205. Peace. You on the air? Please mute your background. Hey, mute your background. Peace.
What's up, Mike?
How you? What's up?
Wanting to call in and say what's up.
Huh? I just wanted to call in and say what's up. Well, thank you. I appreciate your call. I appreciate it. 302. Peace. What's up?
What's going on, brother Mike? This is Lil Kev giving you a call.
All right, shout out to Delaware. What's up? Talk to me, man.
Not too much, brother. I had dropped a comment in the chat, and a couple people were asking me to call in and expound on what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I had found odd, brother, was that RZA and Tariq were both on the scene pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
Riz was even there before Nipsey's mother had supposedly showed up. He had a lot of information as far as like 6 shots, 5 to the body, 1 to the head. And Tariq had, he looked like he was kind of co-signing or whatever RZA was doing. Now, this is something that I found very odd, brother, upon doing research, right? Was that RZA had met with TMZ on the 18th, okay? I did some more research, and I looked up Tariq Nasheed, and I found in his criminal history that he had been convicted in Ohio for fraudulently manipulating video, okay? And upon the hours and hours of study that I've done looking at that video, it appears to me and everybody else that I've spoken to that this video is layered and edited, and that's why we get these shadowy figures and things of this nature when we really sit down and dissect that video. So I just wanted to call in and hit you with that. That's something that I find really odd, and it would be a blessing if maybe you could get an interview with one of them brothers, and they could just kind of clear the air, or we could get some more information out of them, to see if these things are just coincidences, and we're just kind of going down the rabbit hole in the wrong direction, or if there's really something there. So
now,
these
hold on.
anomalies and these.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
So you're saying that you looked up Tariq Nasheed's criminal history, and he was locked up in Ohio for forging a video, or forging a video, or fraud for doing something to a video, manipulating a video.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Now, what kind of video? Give me some kind of details. You know what I mean?
I'm actually trying to go through my stuff right now so I can get the. I'm looking through my gallery right now so that I can get you the information. Okay. So when you look him up, what comes back is four charges came back. 2 for tampering with records, 1 for criminal simulation, and then another one for tampering with records, okay? Now, the offense code on tampering with records is 291342 Alpha 1, okay?
Okay.
That is the tampering with records charge. Okay, now I'm going to read you, actually, and the other one is, offense code is 2913.32, okay? So this is what that statute reads, and this is from the state website, the state statute website. It says, no person with purpose to defraud or knowing that the person is facilitating a fraud shall do any of the following: make or alter any object that so that it appears to have value because of antiquity, rarity, curiosity, source, or authorship, which it does not in fact possess. Now that's section 1, okay, of this statute. But he was charged with section 2 Bravo or 2B, okay? I'm going to read you what those are, brother. So number 2 is practice deception in making, retouching, editing, or reproducing any photograph, movie, film, videotape, phonograph record, or recording tape, okay? Okay. So what we have under the section Bravo is it says, whoever violates this section is guilty of criminal simulation, except as otherwise provided in this division. Criminal simulation is a misdemeanor of the 1st degree. If the loss to the victim is $750 or more and is less than $5,000, criminal simulation is a felony of the 5th degree. And it goes on. Y'all can look that stuff up for yourself. I got my handle on YouTube is little. I've done some videos.
Okay.
I'll send that information over to you directly.
Send it to my email. I got your number. But I want to say this, not to cut you off, but I just want to get my thought out. Now, when you talked about like the edit, like the movies, the videos, and stuff like that, that he should not do or whatever. The only thing that came to my mind is that maybe it could be due to, you know, when he's making his movies and stuff like that, his documentaries. So when you just like I could put up a picture of something that's in the galleries when you go to Google Images or some shit like that, and you know they be having a watermark like whatever name it may be. Those you have to pay for things, and you have to pay for that shit if you're gonna put it in a documentary form and put it in a mass distribution and shit like that. So you may get charged for copyright infringement or fraud for taking their picture without clearing it or paying for it. So that was my thought. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that could have been that.
Yes, sir. I just, and I don't want to point any fingers or assume anything about him. That's why I think it would be great, if an interview could take place, to kind of clear some stuff up or maybe shed some light on this stuff, because it is rather odd that video that TMZ put out is clearly manipulated and has been edited, and layered, and that he does have a criminal history for doing things of this nature.
Hold on. Wait. I kind of no. I'm gonna have to stop you there. I kind of felt that's where you was going initially in the beginning when you started talking, but now you said it again. So, are you trying to link the two, meaning the layered video of Nipsey being murdered? Are you trying to say that Tariq Nasheed did that? It seemed like this the second time. So why are you putting that? So he been locked up. He got in trouble or whatever. His record, as you say, is for that. But then in the next moment, you're talking about how the video was layered. So why are you trying to make both of those in comparison? Like they go together. Like I'm not gonna co-sign that. I'm not co-signing that. It don't even sound right. So why would you even do that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And if,
it don't make sense,
if
man.
That's how I made it sound. My apologies. All I'm saying is that it's odd, that these occurrences are odd. That's it. I just would like some type of clarity, and if I give you an interview or somebody on the scene, an interview
I don't know.
to, clear some stuff. That's all I'm saying, bro.
All right. Well, I thank you for your call, King, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Everybody have the freedom of speech and how they feel, what they want to ask. I can't knock that. I appreciate your call. Sir. Have a good one. Peace.
I appreciate you.
All right. Now, 313, we got Callie in the building. 313, hold on for 1 second. Now, I just want to say this. Look, I don't know Tariq Nasheed. I like Tariq Nasheed's documentaries and stuff like that. I try to get at him a few times. I remember I went on his live stream and I kept saying before the documentary came out, I was saying, yo, you should do a soundtrack to it, because I spit too, and I got my hard shit, I got my my conscious shit too. I'm more conscious now because I'm a conscious person. Okay. Let me make sure I'm back. I'm back, y'all. Can y'all see me? I'm back. Can y'all see me? Am I good? All right, I'm back. All right. And again, I definitely want to continue what I was saying, and I was trying to tell him like, yo, I want to, you should do a soundtrack to it, this and the third, and call me out my name, like all viral access that says some old slick shit, just because I was asking to see, can I do a soundtrack where do a song that'll go along with the DVD with the Hidden Colors 5. That'll be dope. That's not a good idea, and like he kind of shitted on my name or said some old foul slick shit, so that definitely rubbed me the motherfucking wrong way. The only thing I was trying to do to see if that's what you wanted to do, or that would be a good idea for your DVD. But scratch that. I'm not emotional. I still look at some and stuff, like when he do his live sometimes I haven't been doing it in a minute, but I will catch it once in a while and I will listen, because he has some great information. I will never knock a motherfucker for his great information. I'm not that petty. I'm a grown fucking man, so salute to what he does. A lot of people say he a fraud, a whole Tebby's trying to get over on people. I heard it all. Even with the Cynthia G, all that crazy shit that was going back and forth. I heard it all. But some of the information that he puts out, I respect that. So salute to that man. So this man with this phone call trying to put that together, that shit don't even sound right. It really don't even fucking sound right. So I will not let nobody put dirt on another man's name. I don't give a fuck if it's Tyreek Nasheed or Curtis Blow, whoever it is. I won't let nobody put that kind of stigma on somebody's name like that. So that caller, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. And you was really yoga stretching. Like, you was dowsum. You know what I mean? You was dowsum stretches. So salute to Tyreek Nasheed, even though that clown shit happened, but I still respect that man with his what he does in a documentary has done. I would never ever knock that. So salute to him and what he's doing. And I would love to have him on my show. But if not, because I reached out a few times, I don't sweat niggas. It's one thing I don't do. I don't sweat no motherfucker. I don't give a fuck who you is. Alright? I don't give two fucks who you are. But at the end of the day, salute to the nigga. Alright? We got Cali in the motherfucking building. 313, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hello?
Hi, how you doing, man?
All right. I'm calling.
Talk to me, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. I'm here in Detroit, and I'm just calling. I heard you showing that. I just feel like it should be. Nipsey Hussle was an individual that was opening people's minds. It wasn't so much the majority, but I feel that he was a dangerous to the whites, where he was opening people's minds, where he was given the blueprint in his lyrics of how to get ahead in life. And when an individual of that stature is doing that, there's people in the upper towers are feeling threatened, because once we all come together, power is in numbers. And if you look at his lyrics were not so much music, it was directions on the way to take your life. And from my point of view, I have learned a lot from that individual in taking, for instance, of what books he read in that. Like, I'm here at my job now as it is, and I'm on Audible, and I've been listening to the books that he has read. And it has opened my eyes up into a new world of seeing things a lot differently. And I just feel that once a person of that caliber is there, he can't let his guard down. It's just sad that they took this individual when he was going to prosper and bring a lot of people together.
Right. I feel you. I feel you. Hey, that's all I can say. Hey, well, thank you, man. I appreciate your call. And make sure
it's just sad, man. It's just sad.
Yeah, it is, man.
People need to listen to his lyrics, take them as a direction, and follow them. You'll get far. From what I have been doing and listening to what he has said in the books that I have read, I have accomplished more things than I have done in the 6 months than I've had pretty much in my whole life right now.
If you don't mind me asking,
if it wasn't for him opening my eyes in that.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your background? And I ain't being funny.
What is my background?
Yes.
No. What pertaining to what, sir?
Ethnicity, sir.
I'm Latino, mixed.
Okay. All right, cool. I just wanted to know.
I'm an ex-gang banger. I'm from the Detroit 313. Ran with the Latin Kings. You know, I did my thing. So.
All right. Shout out to 313, man. Yeah, absolutely. What up, though? All right.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate your time and patience.
All right, man. Thank you for your call, man. Shout out to Detroit, man. What up, though? Peace.
Peace.
All right, man. I guess this is gonna be my last call. All right, man. Stutter Assassin, man. What's up, man?
What's popping?
What's good, fam?
On that dude, easy check them jokers in the chat. I seen it earlier. But be careful what you say. He was not lying. He was telling the truth about some weird politics. Y'all don't even listen to that shit. It's real politics If you was in gang shit, you do not lie to somebody that knows shit. Be careful with that politics. That will get you hurt real quick. Nipsey Hussle graduated from that. He wanted to move past that gang banging shit. He want to go past and far and do better than he was. He didn't want to be laid down 24/7 with the gang going to jail every 5 minutes. Look, watching his back 24/7. He wanted to go past that bullshit. But what it got me? He want to do better for himself in his neighborhood. If somebody want to do better, that's how it goes. This hood politics, let the hood handle it. You can't handle it all by yourself. You will get hurt. It's hood politics and gang banging. So be careful what you say. If a real OG was on the phone earlier, what I seen, somebody said he lying. And you see how mad he on got?
Mm-hmm.
He pressed y'all to say one word to say it. He pressed y'all. Y'all didn't even say shit then. But what's up with that? Y'all didn't even say nothing. Y'all kept y'all mouth shut after that. So
you was looking in the
careful.
chat.
This is a warning. If you don't know a thing about hood politics, keep your mouth shut. You say the one thing, it's on like a firecracker. Now, if you be fool enough to go to California and say the one thing, your tail will be flatline. And that's the way it is in hood politics.
That's right. Tell him, goddammit. Alright, that's what I'm talking about, Stutter. Alright, hold on, let me see something, man, because I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. Yo, Stutter, man, take us out with a bar or two, man. Let's get it, man. Show these motherfuckers you can spit, man. Let's go.
Alright, yo. Checking 1, 2 are coming in hot. Nigga wanna play with me. I used to wanna be a crip. Now motherfucking G, I wanna pass this shit. The things in my head, the thoughts in my head. I was down with the flag, black and blue. Back in the day, crip the light. Sees up to a motherfucking real shit. Nigga, I had to grow myself out of that shit. I pull myself out of that shit from that crip shit. I already know it's jail or dead. Jail or dead. I'm gonna wanna survive. I'm motherfucking click. My motherfucking real shit, the banging nigga. You wanna play with the nigga? I'm a still thug. I'm a thug on this bitch and listen to Tupac. He put in my head I don't have to be a gang banger. That's a motherfucking G that knowledge shit. Put that motherfucking Black History up in the air. I listen to Black History. That's the first thing I learned from Tupac. He put me on this Black History now. I love Black History. Why in the fuck we kill up black people for no reason? Gang banging motherfucker wanted to replace me. One motherfucking ranching ain't playing. The ranching on that motherfucking clipping because that nigga with the flipping because I whipping it. Play with me, fire. I know what it is. Hood politics. All via our SS. Hello. All via SS. Goodbye.
One out, man.
I won.
Peace. Alright, man, I'm shutting the phone lines down, man. That's the homie Stutter.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Bye, biatch. Shout out to the homie Stutter Assassin. Alright? And it's real shit, man. When you don't know the street code or how the gang politics is out there, shut the fuck up. You have to be quiet, because at the end of the day, we know how crazy it is out there. So a lot of the people that do the speculation that they do and all the crazy stuff and how it come out they side of their neck, do you think they will take a flight and go to LA and go up to them and say those things? Absolutely not. Because they know they may not make it home. Okay? So that's why, I mean, you can say what you say, but when you try to fully indulge in those hood politics like that, you just never know the reaction you're gonna get. And sometimes just because you in another state, you feel safe to be yourself or say what you mean. And a lot of people who be talking that shit don't even show their face, to be honest. You just see a screen with a picture on it and some words, and they talking, but they would never show their face. But you like, yo, go right in, yeah. All right, now show your face and talk the same shit, and just keep going. Just show your face, keep going, doing that shit that you doing, and then see what happened. Take a trip and see what happened. So 9 times out of 10, the 60s and all them niggas out there, they fuck with the kid. And I'm talking about me. You know what I mean? I don't know about everybody else, but I know a lot of them fuck with me because they see the direction that where I'm going when I speak about it. So it's always, you know, 2 sides. I don't look at it in one way. So at the end of the day, man, salute. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Shout out to the family. Condolences to the family. You know, hopefully Big Sam is on his motherfucking job. And I would think that he is. And some people think that Gross is a snake and all that stuff. Hey, we don't know till this shit come out. And at the end of the day, again, like I said before, if you was in the same predicament, would you put out all your business into social media? And I know y'all would say no. So why the fuck you expecting Dave Gross, Sam, and the rest of everybody to just spill that information and just give it to us? And even if they do give us some things, some people's gonna take it and yoga stretch it and just stretch the truth and add a little more salt to the gumbo. So it doesn't matter. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, somebody's not gonna be happy about it. So with that being said, man, hey, thank you for tuning in. You know, if you can, please donate to the channel, support the channel and things of that nature. Please share and please subscribe. Press 1 if you enjoyed yourself, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Yeah, you already know Stutter Assassin. That's my guy, man. So, yeah, man, that dude with that call with that video shit, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. So I don't even know. That shit didn't even make no sense to me, man. But anyway, man, look, man. Hey, I'm just a goddamn YouTuber, man. All Viral Access Media. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and click that bell for more notifications, family. Alright? And I'm out this motherfucker. Peace. And good night. I ain't coming back.